What's your soul saying? Oh.
Welcome to my channel, Aligning with My Soul, and welcome to all the new subscribers. And thank you to all of you for subscribing, liking my videos and commenting and joining me in my journey and joining my channel. It really does mean the world to me. If you visited this channel before and you know a bit about me, you might want to skip it straight to the reading. So if you are new, the purpose of this channel is me sharing my love, support and the knowledge and understanding that I've learned so far on my twin flame journey, because my twin flame came into my life and triggered me, and I'm currently on my spiritual journey, aligning with my soul. That's why the channel is called that. It's about me speaking my truth, being honest and being real and being myself, sharing my highs and lows, and you can actually hear that in the readings when I'm doing the readings, how high I get and how low I am, and just sharing with you how the energy affects me and what I'm actually going through, because I know how painful and challenging it is, and I want to be able to relate to people that are in the same or similar situation of what I'm going through, and to be able to help people and support you guys. I do masculine energy oracle card readings because it's usually the feminines that are drawn to watch this kind of video, and it's for people within some kind of challenge or separation with their twin flames. So when I say separation, I mean preparation, because you're both concentrated on your spiritual journey so you can come back together as one, because you are one soul, so you never separate, you're just not with a physical person, and I know that's painful, but just remember you're one soul, so you're never separated, you're just both preparing so you can come into union. It is a timeless reading I do, so it doesn't matter when you click on the video. If there's a message for you, it will resonate. And again, if you've clicked on this video and none of it makes any sense, please don't try and make it fit in and confuse yourself. Just click back off the video. So I'm going to start shuffling and start the reading now. I'm going to use 3 cards again today to see what's going on with Divine Masculines. I like to do a reading daily just to see what's going on with the Divine Masculines, because energy changes all the time, as you know yourself. So sometimes you can be feeling really good and experiencing having a blissful time, and then the next minute you could be feeling really distraught and just all over the place. So that is why I like to do them daily, because the masculine is experiencing the same thing and experiencing and progressing so much all the time. Both of you are moving forwards, whatever you're experiencing, because there's all healing that's got to occur so you can release it, and it's coming to a surface so you can move on and get rid of the old and start this beginning. And the beginning has started already. The new beginning has started, because you're working, both of you, towards the union. You might not be able to see it in the 3D, and it might be really frustrating. You can feel that there's no change or whatever, but everything is happening how it's meant to happen. It's divine timing, and there's always so much going on behind the scenes that you can't see with the masculines as well. But you know within yourself that things are changing within you all the time, and how you're growing as a person. So Divine Masculines are experiencing the same thing. And recently Divine Masculines have been going through a really uncomfortable, painful time, because all of his the things that aren't serving him anymore, the thought patterns, the situations, people, everything's coming to a surface, and he's having to release it. So I'm interested to see where his energy's at today and how he's progressing. Let's see what comes out today. I'm using the Moonology cards, the first one I'm going to use. So, a time for healing, there you go. This is a time for healing. Your Divine Masculine is healing big time at the moment. And it's during healing time you can experience, it can be so painful, because he's releasing, and he's really feeling the emotions and releasing them, letting go of them because they're not serving him anymore. And he really does want this new beginning with you. So he really is doing the work, and God is putting it in place where he's having to face his issues, face the obstacles and challenges that's been preventing him from coming forward, from him taking action towards you. He's really having to face them. So it's an uncomfortable time, but it's perfect because it's healing. It's, you know, this is a healing time, and if you aren't hearing from your divine masculine, this is why, because he's healing. He needs this time to heal, and that is why, even though you might not be able to see things changing in the 3D, so much is happening because he's healing, so he can come back towards you, so he knows how to take action towards you, because when he comes back to you, he wants to be himself. He wants to have this fresh start. He doesn't want to be doing things how he used to do. So, and when I say divine feminine, divine masculine, I've got to say that at the beginning. Please don't be offended. It's how I channel. So if I say him, her, he, she, please don't be offended. Just put it into your circumstances, how it resonates to you. I realise it's energy, and I'm just using those labels because it's easier for me to say and easier for you to understand. Right, let's read the additional message for this card. 38, which is lovely because, for one, I've opened it on the right page and it's 11, and 11 is a good number. Okay, pulling this card suggests that the past is the past and the bright future is beckoning. There you go. However, before you take your next step, make sure that both you and the situation feel healed. This is not the time to paper over cracks or to simply pretend that everything is okay. Rather, you still a little more time to heal and to soothe both yourself and anyone else in need. Then remind yourself that anything is possible if you believe it. This is also a time to surrender and wait to hear guidance from the universe. Powerful insights can be at hand. If you know that someone or something really isn't good for you, this card is a reminder to surrender. Start to work on your belief in your dreams so you're ready when the time comes. How powerful is that? Exactly what I said. This is the time for him to heal. He's letting go of the past. He's letting go of how he used to be. And he's having a massive transformation. He's surrendering. He's experienced so much pain and heartache. He's heartbroken about this situation. He wants to sort this situation out, and he's surrendering to it because he doesn't know. He's been pushed to the ground. He's been pushed to deal with this situation, and he won't be coming towards you until this is healed, because he wants to come towards you in the correct way. So keep trusting and know that there's a lot going on for your divine masculine. Patience is required at this time. It's time for self-care as you slowly but surely prepare yourself for the new moon, which is just around the corner. No matter which point of the current moon cycle you have pulled this card, it's a reminder to go a little bit easier on yourself. The time to step into your creative power will come soon enough. Give yourself the time that you need. So this is about having patience. Divine masculine is surrendering and having patience. And funny enough, we are coming into the new moon as well. So I think the new moon is on the 16th of October, so it's about 3 days away. So we are coming into the new moon. So this is a perfect card, and this is what the divine masculines are experiencing. It's about self-care. He's having to go inward, and all those things that he used to think about himself, how he used to behave, what he used to block, he's allowing himself to feel that now, to really feel. He's not running away from this feeling he has for you and running away and filling his head and doing things to distract himself. He's really been put in a place where he's having to face these feelings because it's so uncomfortable and so painful. And it really sounds really negative, but it's not negative. It's always so positive, because it means that he's dealing with stuff that needs to be dealt with. So it's all good. So I'm going to get another card. I'm going to get Archangel Michael now, because Archangel Michael is protecting us on our journey and guiding us. So else comes out for the Divine Masculine. So you need to be patient with your Divine Masculine, and he's needing to be patient with himself as well. But he's surrendering to this situation. He's handing it over because it's so uncomfortable. And this is all part of his healing. So send your Divine Masculine healing, loving energy. I hope you're in a place where you can do that. You've got that understanding. And you've dealt with forgiveness, and you feel that compassion towards your Divine Masculine, because forgiveness and compassion and patience is a big part of this journey. So let's see what else is going to come out today. Cards. Eternal love, yeah. He knows this is eternal love, and he knows why he's having this experience, because he knows this is eternal love. He's feeling this eternal love. He's thinking about you. He wants to be close to you. As you can see in the card, the masculine and the feminine are together, cuddling up together. And the card says, help me perceive all of the love that surrounds me so that I can feel safe receiving and expressing and giving love. So God and Archangel Michael are helping your Divine Masculine know that it's okay for him to be loved. And it's okay for him to receive your love, because this is eternal love, and he's feeling this. He's really feeling this love, and this is why he's feeling so heartbroken. And this is how he's feeling. He misses you. He wants to be close to you. He wants to cuddle up to you. He wants all this to be over. He's surrendering. But he knows this is eternal love. He knows how special this is. But he's been helped right now to know that it's okay for you to love him. It's okay for him to give his love to you, because he's safe. And he's not going to get hurt. And all of the old feelings and the old thought patterns he's had, and what he's experienced in his past, he could have experienced where he hasn't experienced love before. He's been let down before, he's been hurt before, but God is helping him realise that this is eternal, this is meant to be, and he's not going to get hurt. And how he's feeling is trustworthy when he goes within. And it's about him. He knows this love with you is eternal, but it's about him loving himself as well, and realising that he can trust himself, and that he is worthy himself to receive your love. And he wants to express him. He's wanting help to know how to express his love towards you. He wants to come towards you in a different way, not the same as what he did before. And this is what he's learning, and this is what he's healing within him. He's healing the wounds of where he's been hurt before, and how he's thought about himself before. He's realising that it's okay to experience this that he's got, this is eternal love, and he's not going to get let down, because he's finding himself. He's trusting himself, and he knows that you're part of his life purpose. You're both. This is meant to be. So this is really powerful and very, very positive. Even though he's experienced discomfort and despair, this is amazing. Because this is what we want. We want all this sorted out about how he feels about himself, why he hasn't been able to express himself before, why he hasn't been able to receive your love, and why he hasn't been able to share his love with you. He's dealing with all those wounds, so he can come towards you, because he does know this is eternal love. He's awake, he's behaving differently now. And when your Divine Masculine goes silent, I know myself how painful it is when you haven't got a clue what's going on, and you do need some kind of guidance, because you just don't know, and you just feel like you're walking with a blindfold on. You just don't know what's happening, and you feel despair. But when your Divine Masculine is silent, it means he is healing, and it means that it's a good thing, because it's making a statement that things are different and his behaviour is changing, because you don't want them to keep coming back of what they were before, the old, and playing games. And in my experience, it's like code work. you know, not speaking their truth, just pretending all the time. You don't want that to happen, so it's a good thing if your Divine Masculine is being silent with you at this particular moment, because you know now this is a time for him to be healing, because he knows this is eternal love. He's experiencing this love within himself and for himself, and he knows how intense this love is he feels for you, and it's eternal, and he can trust it. He can trust this love. He's not going to get hurt, and it's okay for him to receive your love and to share his love. What he feels, he so wants to share his love. He wants to protect you. He wants to show you. So I'm going to use the wisdom of the Oracle now cards to see what else is going to come out. But so far this is really good reading. Really powerful. Let's see. Exchanging gifts. So yes, that's perfect what I've just said as well. He wants to exchange gift. He wants to give you his love. He wants to receive your love. So it's giving and taking, exchanging gifts. He wants to receive your gift of love, and he wants to give you his love, his gift of love as well. So this is just perfect how this is unfolding. You want to exchange each other's love. You want to just love each other. And this is what he's working on, and this is how God is supporting him and protecting him to just make him feel it's okay to feel the way he does, and it's safe for him to love, because it's so powerful, and it is very it does make you afraid. It does make you scared, because it is so powerful and you just don't know what's going on, because you can't believe how much you love this person. And the Divine Masculine is experiencing exactly the same thing. So 101 this is. Let's have a look. Okay, the essential meaning is the law of giving and receiving, the currency trade-offs, weighing costs and determining values. The Oracle message is you're entering into a productive and enriching time when all manner of opportunities are being offered to you. You have everything you need to seize them. Yet in order to honour them, you must put in the time, exchange your experience and skills, and commit your heart and soul to what you're choosing to pursue. You can do it. You have what it takes to be successful if you align with the law of giving and receiving. How amazing is that? You must engage in a dance of give and take, push and pull, doing and being. If you let fear guide your choices, you could deplete yourself or create an imbalance. This is not time of just do. Use your currency wisely and be mindful of the value of other things that others bring to your life. Yeah. How amazing is that? So I said that exactly. He's learning to know that it's safe to love and to receive your love, to give and take. And it's about him being ready to commit his heart to and his soul, to commit and to know and to feel safe and healed 100% before he can actually come towards that, to you to do that. And it's about, you know, this balance of being able to give and to be able to receive at the same time. It's okay to receive and to give. So how perfect is that? The relationship message is love is an exchange of life force energy between two beings. You must give and receive in order to love and flourish and abundance to flow between you. Spirit wants you to start accepting all the blessings waiting for you, as well as offer the same gift in return. Open your heart and allow it to be filled. Let love in and let it flow out to you. Love is truly yours today. That's really emotional. That made me go cold. It's very emotional, because he's learning to know that it's okay that he feels this love. He's learning to feel safe with this love he feels for you, and he's felt so lost and so afraid before. He's really dealing with these deep wounds, and to know that he's been supported and protected by God and God's angels, and for him to know that he's allowed to be loved. And the fact is, he's never felt good enough before. He hasn't known his self-worth, the same as the person that's watching. And for the same for me as well, this is really true love. This is really eternal love. This is such a deep love, because it's about yourself, knowing that you're good enough. And before, like I've said in my readings before, where I haven't felt love like this before, because I felt that I'm not good enough. How could anybody love me? Because I think that I have to have everything on me that's perfect. To be perfect, to be highly intelligent, like a professor, to be like a supermodel. And this is how your divine masculines felt, that he's not good enough in whatever area it is that he's insecure about. So you just mirror each other all the time, but he's realising that this is true. This is true, that he's allowed to feel the way he does, and he's allowed to receive your love, and he's not going to get hurt, because it's eternal. So it's about him loving himself as well. And he's got so much love within his heart, even though in the 3D for you, the person that's watching, you might think, oh my goodness, I don't know what you're talking about, but your divine masculine has so much love in his heart for you. He just hasn't been able to express it before. He hasn't been able to express it before because of the wounds that were within him, because he didn't feel good enough, he didn't feel his worth. And this is what he's healing at the moment. This is what he's dealing with at the moment. So this is absolutely amazing. That's very emotional. That's really hit home to me. And it does make me feel, you know, the natural feeling is to reach out to your twin, doesn't it, to your masculine, and to support them and to share your love. But they're not ready for that yet. They need to deal with these wounds. But you just want to be able to hear. The feminine's always the ones that want to help and to give their love. So that is that's such a beautiful reading, and I hope you're made up with that, and you feel, and it resonates to you. It's time to get the energy pot, see what energies and how is he feeling towards you. My energy pot, how's he feeling towards you? What does he need you to know? And then I'm going to get the communication as well. Heart, yeah. As I said, he's got so much love in his heart for you, and he wants to share it with you. He wants to express it to you. He wants to express it to himself as well. And he wants you to feel, you know, he wants to receive your love. His heart chakra is open and opening more and more each day by experiencing all these things that are having to be healed. He's experiencing more compassion, more forgiveness for himself and others. He's surrendering, devoted. He's devoted to you. He is devoted to you. He wants to commit to you. And this is why he's taking this time right now to do this, to work on himself. So he can come towards you and show you that he's devoted to you and he's committed to you. He wants to change old ways, you know, the old behaviours. Let's go to my communication pot now. See what you'd like to communicate in 3D and what he's actually saying in the 5D. See what comes out. You're everything I've ever wanted. Yeah, that's what he would say to you if he had the chance. His heart is so full of love for you, and he wants you to know you're everything he's ever wanted, and he knows that. Because he knows this is eternal love. This is what he's wanted. This is what he's wanted. This is what he wanted to manifest. But he's been so afraid because how he's felt about himself before. He didn't know his self-worth, and this is what he's healing at the moment. But you are everything he's ever wanted. Let's see what else he would say. believe in me. So keep believing in your divine masculine. He wants you to believe in him. Even though the behaviours and what you've experienced so far with your divine masculine, he wants you to believe in him. And for the cards that have come out today and what the healing process that's going on with your divine masculine, what he's experiencing, you must be experiencing some kind of balance within you as well, because your energy is going to your divine masculine, and there's so much movement forward, so you must have felt a shift within yourself as well. So for the people that has resonated with you, you are believing in your divine masculine, and keep carrying on, keep trusting in this journey, keep trusting your divine masculine, and keep having faith. And because you're everything he's ever wanted, he wants you to know that, and he does want to tell you that. He's learning to know that it's okay for him to express and trust his feelings and to receive your love, because he's not going to get hurt, because he's always protected. Keep believing in your divine masculine, because you're everything he's ever wanted, and he will come forward. There is action, because he's healing and dealing with stuff within, and he's trusts his intuition, and he's getting protection and guidance from God and God's angels right now. So he can come towards you and tell you that himself, because his heart is full of love and he's devoted to you. And this silence you could be experiencing for some of you is for a reason. Always know that it's always for a reason, because this is the healing process. This is what he needs to do. He needs to be away from you. He needs this time to heal, so he can come back and be different, because this new beginning has started already. Just keep trusting and keep working on yourself, keep believing in yourself too. And because this is about you, this journey is about you. It isn't the end result isn't about your masculine, it's about you feeling whole within yourself, and for you to feel complete with anything external from yourself. It's about feeling yourself and knowing your worth, and knowing that you're loved by God, and you don't need anything else. And by feeling whole and complete without anything external, that is when your divine masculine comes back, because your energy will go and he will be feeling the same, and you're just like magnets, and that's how it works. So things are moving forwards, and always remember, you're always moving towards each other every single day. You're getting closer and closer. However, whatever you're experiencing, and sometimes it is so painful, I'm experiencing that, and I'm experiencing silence from my divine masculine right now. But I am in a place where I'm understanding. I do know why. And there's a massive change, because my divine masculine isn't being the same as he has been before. He's actually being silent. I know it's for a reason, and he's not doing code work or anything. He's actually dealing with this, and my ego wants to kick off and go into fear and doubt and think, oh my goodness, I've made all this up and stuff. But that's just my ego, and that's my mind. I know myself, my soul knows the truth, and I'm not going to listen to my ego. So you could be feeling the same as where you're experiencing fear and doubt as well, because you're not hearing anything. Or if you are hearing something, you're hearing stuff that you don't want to hear, but you've got to realise it's illusion. It's testing you, it's testing your faith. You know how you feel. You know your divine masculine loves you. You know the truth. So don't allow your ego to take over in your mind. Know that it's an illusion, and you can get through this. You can see through this. You can work through this. Just concentrate on yourself and believe and trust in God. Have faith. This is about your trust in God and believing. And that's what I'm doing. I'm putting my trust. I'm surrendering. The same as divine masculine. You could be in a state of surrendering. I'm surrendering to this situation. I'm not trying to control it anymore. I'm letting go and trusting and believing. And the most important thing is to have a different perception towards your divine masculine, to know that he can be different. He is different. He has grown as a person. He has learned so much. And he is capable of speaking his truth and sharing his love with you, because we can see that's what he's dealing with now. He's learning to receive and to be able to express his love. That's what he's learning at the moment and experiencing. Right, now I'm going to get a card for the person that's watching. What God wants you to know today, the reminder cards to bring forth your beautiful divine in the spirit. What is the message for the person that's watching today? Nice clear message, please. This is a very powerful, beautiful, magical reading. And I hope you're in the place for the same as me, where you can actually see that and that you're not very angry and frustrated. Or if you're feeling angry and frustrated, you're accepting that you feel like that, but you still believe, and you're just releasing your emotions, but you're aware of it. Because I've experienced all those things, but it's about being aware of it and not let it take over and just thinking, well, that's how I feel. Allowing it and being, and then it pass through and releasing it. Let's see what the message is for you today. Connection. It's essential you re-establish the divine connection within yourself and your fellow human beings. Life on earth can sometimes appear difficult. It's only the illusion of disconnections that creates this. Remain connected to your divine inner spirit. Know who you are and what you're about. That's exactly what I've just said. Keep connected. Keep going within. Keep trusting your knowing. Trust your heart. Trust you know the truth. Don't be distracted by things that are happening in the 3D, the illusions. Keep believing and connecting to God. Connect to your inner spirit. The action you can take is take time to realise who you are and what you are about. If you are unclear about who you really are, you can guarantee others will be unclear about who you are too. Connect your divine inner spirit. Take some time out and just feel how your body is reacting to your thoughts. Take some deep breaths and quieten your mind for a while. You'll feel in your heart what your purpose is and true callings in this life. You may not currently be living your life purpose, but this will show you what is you're truly wanting. Remember, you can be, have, or do anything you want. And the affirmation is, I am divinely connected at all times and know who I am, and I'm about what I'm about. So keep believing in yourself, keep trusting yourself, trust your intuition, how you're feeling towards your divine masculine. You know the truth. Don't be distracted by your ego. Take some quiet time and just feel peace within you. Don't have this conflict and chaos that you can create in your head by being in your head. And when you're believing things that really aren't true, like I said, I've always thought that I have to be a certain thing, certain way to somebody to love me. Well, that's not true. You have to keep believing that you are good enough. You are good enough. You're meant to be the way you are. And you are loved, and your divine masculine does love you, but you need to believe that, and you are the only person that can do that. You need to believe that, otherwise you won't see any change, because you've got to be able to believe. You need to believe in your masculine as well. By believing in yourself, you're believing in your masculine. Believe that he can speak his truth. Believe that he can come towards you. So have a different perception. Know that it is possible, and you can have and be anything that you want. Just keep trusting and work through these illusions. Know that they're illusions. You know the truth. It's about trusting yourself. So I hope that's helped you today and given you some kind of guidance and support. But everything is going really well. Always know that. Everything is always going really well, and everything's how it should be. It's about divine timing. It's God's plan. God is in charge. And just to surrender. If you're feeling out of control and you just can't cope anymore, to surrender. Just let go of the situation. Stop trying to control it. And that's what I've been experiencing, and that's what I'm doing right now. and concentrate on yourself. And send loving, healing energy towards your divine masculine, because he has been struggling. He has experienced he is heartbroken. He has been experiencing pain and challenges. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've really enjoyed doing it. It's absolutely magical. Thank you for joining me today, and if you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you liked it. There is a video I've recently done, it's in the description box down below, sharing a bit about myself. You can see my face, and I'm sharing about what the obstacles and challenges that I've experienced so far on my journey and what I still am challenged with. So if you want to check that out, it's in the description box down below. I do have PayPal now as well, so if you feel like you would like to donate and support my channel, I would be so grateful and so excited. So thank you. I'm thinking of you all, and I'm sending my love, support, strength and light to you all, and I love you guys. Stay strong. Bye.
Oh, what's your soul saying?